What are the basic requirements if I want to adopt? While the specifics of adoption will vary, there are some basic requirements you will need to follow. Sometimes the chance to adopt privately with someone you know comes along. However, you still need to make sure everything is done legally. Hire a good attorney that specializes in family law to go over all the documentation with you. If you are with an adoption agency, you will find there are more guidelines you must meet before you can even get onto their waiting list. Be prepared to share a great deal of your personal information with an adoption agency or an individual. Both want to make sure that any child they place is going to be in very good hands. You will have to talk about your relationship with your spouse, how long you have been married, your styles of communication, and who will do what within regards to taking care of a child will need to be evaluated. If there are other children in the hold, then their ages as well as how they are cared for will be looked at. Being able to meet the financial requirements for a child must be met. This doesn't mean you have to make a fortune, but you should be financially stable. Your education, work experience, and your income will all be looked at. The amount of debt you have may be asked for too, so that they can be confident you will have enough disposable income to meet the basic needs of any child you adopt. A background check is a very common aspect to complete before you are able to adopt. If you have been convicted of a felony, you may not be eligible with many of the adoption agencies out there. However, others will look at the entire situation before they deny you the right to adopt. They will evaluate what the charges were as well as how long ago. Any type of crime that involved a child, violence, or drugs though will usually be enough to keep you out of the running no matter how long ago it was. Medical evaluations of potential families are important too. This is to ensure a child isn't placed in a home where medical problems could result in the child not being properly cared for. If you have controlled medical problems such as diabetes or other situations, though you can still be eligible. What will be ruled out are serious problems such as cancer or diseases that can't be controlled. There is controversy about those testing positive for HIV to be able to adopt a child. This factor will depend on the process you are going through to adopt. A psychological evaluation may be another area where you will be tested before you are eligible to adopt a child. This is due to the education and knowledge society now has about various mental health disorders. They definitely don't want to place any child into a household where they may be subjected to mental anguish or physical harm due to one of the parents having such mental health concerns. Your general character is another area where they want to learn more. This can involve a face-to-face interview where they ask you questions. Sometimes a lengthy questionnaire is given to find out more about your characteristics. It isn't uncommon for them to ask for contact information either so they can interview your friends, family, and coworkers. All of this is done to be sure the right people are providing homes for the children available. It is a good idea to learn what all of the basic requirements are before you begin working through the adoption process. That way you will have a good idea of what program to work with. You will also have an idea of all the things you will be subjected to. Keep in mind there are fees too for the processing of such information to find out what they are as well. Thank you for stopping by your time to watch my video. If you liked, please subscribe to my channel and activate notifications because I will upload interesting videos every day. I wish you all the best.